Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, I know you like that. Hey, I know you like that. Welcome back. I missed y'all. I missed coming on here, talking to y'all, and just having a good time with recording. So I'm here today. As you can see, I'm outside, getting in that sun because I need it. Let's get into this topic because, whew. So about a week ago, I posted a TikTok listing some things that this society has created to disconnect women from their natural beingness, like from their true self, from their holistic goddess vibes and power and energy and all of that good stuff. And one of those things that I listed was pap smears. And when I say in the TikTok comments, whoo, people was like, what? How? Why? Explain. That's crazy. You are going to get people killed and da 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 da. And I'm here to just share my perspective only on pap smears for today. And of course, I'll come back with some more vids speaking on other topics. But for today, we talking about them pap smears. Let me just begin this by saying I am not a medical professional or a licensed physician. I'm just a being here that has observed, and I have my own perspective and my own opinion towards what is going on. So one, pap smears are said to be a test to detect for precancerous cells. Now, I looked up, well, what causes that? And it said HPV. So cervical cancer, it says about 90 cases of them is caused by HPV, right? So HPV, what causes that? It said by sexual interaction. So I just began to think, well, why are people who are 8 and 9 and 10 and 12 required or highly suggested to get these HPV shots if they're not even having sex yet? Then I looked up, well, HPV, like I think it said 70 to 90% of the cases clear itself up over time. So if it clears itself up over time, why are we being forced or probed to get these HPV shots and get these pap smears when all we need to do is chill, relax, take care of our bodies, and let nature do what it do? Instead, we've been told that we have to get pap smears beginning at age 21 until like 60. And we've been told that we have to get HPV shots as small girls because it's going to protect us from getting the HPV, which is caused by having sex, and they don't have sex in the first place. And even if they did have sex at 10 or 12, over time, it will clear itself up. It just takes time. You have to live a healthy lifestyle, eat healthy, live healthy. But in this society that we're in, they promote everything that's not healthy. So you have toxic female products, you have toxic sprays and toxic hair and toxic nails and toxic food and toxic clothes. And if we just live in a state of toxicity from the inside out and the outside in for like 20, 30, 50 plus years, then obviously some type of sickness will come. But it doesn't have to, and we don't have to. Well, let me speak for myself. I'm not going to follow those suggested health checkups or procedures or tests, because if I'm living a healthy lifestyle, all of those things will just cancel out. And then on top of that, the whole pap smear thing to me is based on fear. It's like, well, you have to go because if not, you could possibly have cancer. And then it's like, so they are implanting that thought into your mind before you even thought of that. Then when people turn like 65 or 55, then they have cervical cancer, and then they look back and they're like, well, how? But you've been allowing toxic and fear-based and unhealthy thoughts to plant itself and fester into the mind and spirit, and now it's in the body. I am kind of like rambling on and on because this isn't like a thought out clip, because I'm not really going to be like planning content and like doing stuff like that. I'm just going to be coming on here talking to y'all like as if I'm just talking to myself out loud, because yeah, that's just where I'm at. But yeah, like the whole pap smear thing, even aside from the fear-based control methods that they've instilled in this society, just think about it. Like, just look and think, like just picture it. Like, picture you laying down on your back in some cold facility with a man or a female that has on these gloves, and they take this tool. It can either be made out of plastic or aluminum, or I don't know, but they take this tool and they tell you to lay back and relax and cock your legs open so they can swivel that thing up there and turn it and then open it up and then stick that piece in there and swab around. Like like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like the picture that it creates is just crazy. It's not normal. It's not okay. And anything that's not natural, that's not aligned with who we naturally are, of course it comes with risk. But they want to make it seem like the risks come when we don't submit to these processes, and that's not the case. I'm 28 years young, and I had a pap smear after I had children, because I had my first child at 17, and they don't begin pap smears until like 21. So by the time I'm 21, I already had like 2 children. So when I first got my pap smear, I was like, oh, this don't feel right. Like, I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, even though I already had 2 children in a hospital, and that whole process, now that I know the things that I know and I'm looking back, that whole process is weird too. But even beyond that, I was just like, whoa, like, this is weird. Like, I gotta cock open my legs, and then they put that thing in, then they open it, and then they take the little swab and swab it one here, and then it's like, it's just like so weird and uncomfortable. And I remember after that pap smear experience, I think I only had one, but after that pap smear experience, I was like, oh, I ain't doing this again. Like, I don't care. Like I'm the type that if something don't feel right, like to the core, I ain't doing it again. Like, I have a list of things where, like, I could tell you, like, I ain't doing it again. Like, I ain't doing that again. But this is not about that video. This is not the topic of discussion for today. All I'm saying is just think, just begin to question stuff. Like, just begin to do your research. I mean, we live in the age of technology. It's not hard. Like, the answers are all there. And just look at it from a sense of curiosity, not fear. Because if you continue to look at things through a fear-based lens, you will continue to live in the situations and the conditions and the way that you have been. I mean, take it from me. I grew up in a heavily fear-based mindset, and I'm still coming out of it. I've said the things that I've said about this pap smear. It's not natural. It's inhumane. If something is going on within the body that needs to be addressed or cared for, the body will tell you. You don't gotta go into a facility, lay down on your back, prop open your legs, and put some foreign object into your vagina and to touch the cervix, like the cervix in the vagina, all of that. And the womb is the portal of life. Like you literally, like, see, because now you literally are a walking portal, and to allow some entity and some society to just put something in that, like that's a sacred space and place. And the fact that we've allowed for a long time to just allow filth and just ill intent things happen to us is so wrong. And it is just a testament that we've been out of line and not operating in our power and just taking our rights back as a woman, a womb man. Like, we hold the source of life, like the key for spirits to transition from the spiritual to the physical earth, y'all. Like, that's dope. Like that's so dope. And I'm just so excited that I'm in this place that I'm in, because now I see stuff like in a different way. And it's been a amazing thing. That's all that I want for all of you. It's just to be inspired. I'm not saying that you have to live the way that I live, but what I am saying is just to think and just question the way that the society treats you, the things that they promote, the things that they tell you. Like, just question it and just follow your spirit. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right, because this is the time that the great woman, the natural beings, they waking up. We coming back. We are here, and it's about to be, and this is good. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll be back with more clips like this. I love y'all, and see y'all next time.